Waji Bani, he said, he used, that opportunity to order that all buildings used for commercial activities at the GRA axis of the state should be reverted to their original purpose. Now, remember that part of what the Executive Order 22 said is that those houses in the GRA in residential areas that are supposed to be residents of people, right, and are now used for campaign offices those political parties should go to the Ministry of Urban Development, right, to ask for possible permission, to apply for possible permission. Now, does this new law take away the option, take away the avenue and opportunity to apply for permission to use a building? For instance, we've got, the SDP office on Evo Road in GRA. We have the Accord office, I think it's in Ndoni Street in GRA as well. These two campaign offices, and a few other political parties have their campaign office. I think APC also has a campaign office in the GRA axis. Now, remember that the executive order gave them the opportunity to go and ask for permission from the Ministry of Urban Development. Does this new law now take away that option from them?
It does not. That is what we are saying. No, the law that was passed yesterday, the advertisement prohibition law,
yes,
and the executive order that was signed by His Excellency Dr. Nyesom Wike. You see, this law was mutatis mutandis. There is nothing you want to shift away from that law. You see, these laws are inconsistent provisions of the Constitution. I have read the law. It is inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution. If I have my residential house and the government is saying I must come to seek permit before a campaign, and I am not converting my residential building to campaign, you are asking me to go and also see. You see, Obi, we are citizens of this country.
No, hold on, Barrister Livingstone. Now, the thing is, following your analogy, if I'm using my residential house, right, my residential building, I'd been living there, say, 15, 20 years ago, and maybe over the last 7 years, I decided to convert it to my campaign office, right? Because I have other properties. And I decided to convert it to a campaign office, maybe without even seeking for permission. And then the executive order came asking me that I must, within 7 days, return the building to its original state. Or, and within that 7 days, go and ask for permission from the ministry, the relevant ministry, for possible permission to use my building now for the purpose for which I've been using it for the last 5 years. Now, we have this law, and this new law that has been passed by the Rivers State House of Assembly. In the course of the meeting yesterday, the Speaker of the House stated that he ordered that all buildings that are used for commercial activities in the GRA area of the state must revert to their original purpose. Now, it doesn't seem like there's any room for me to go and ask for permission the way the executive order had said it before.
You don't need. You see, my property remains my property. That property I bought it, and I have paid all the tenement rates pertinent to that particular property. So whatever I decide to use, particularly now, what is important is, am I using that particular property for legitimate purpose? That is the law. If the property using, whether commercial, residential, have converted it, if that particular property is being used for legitimate purpose, legitimate is the word. If the property is used for legitimate purpose and not illegitimate purpose, then there is no need whatsoever for me or ensure that I bring in for that particular to say I want to come because I have not converted. The speaker has said, for it must be now returned to it. No, no. You see, the comment by the speaker yesterday, it is purely a legislative comment. This legislation also initiated to serve the interest of their master. You see, when a particular law is preemptive, when a particular law is anticipatory, you see, that particular law remains inconsistent. You don't make to serve your own wish. You don't make laws because, that is something you have not anticipated that it will happen. No, you don't.
All right.
When that is done, it means that the essence for which that particular law was sponsored or initiated is already defeated on arrival. And my advice is, those of us who, as a matter of fact, are peace-loving people of the state, those of us who are also assisting the government to ensure there is peace, security, good government, we must ensure that the right thing is done in the state. If the right thing is not done in the state, no matter who is involved, if it is wrong, it is wrong. And for me, I respect His Excellency Governor Yese Wike. As a matter of fact, the right thing must be done. And as a lawyer, the law passed yesterday by the House of Assembly is incorrect. That law is self-centered. That law is, and as a matter of, is politically motivated. And I believe that there are lawyers in the reason. My anger is that in Lagos State, we have who, as a matter of fact, have continuously challenged the actions of government. Why is it that in this state, lawyers find it difficult to challenge government action? That is my problem. When there is a particular law that you know that this law is not for the interest of the people, there are lawyers who should have challenged that particular law. But who are we? Where are we today in River State? Anything goes. But I believe we'll tell someday, sometime.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Barrister Livingstone, for joining me this morning.
It's a pleasure, Ivy. You have a lovely day.
Thank you, and you too. All right, at this time, I'm going to be taking your reactions. You've heard it, and quite a lot of things are of concern, to many people, especially with this new advertisement prohibition law recently passed by the River State House of Assembly. Call it politically motivated, call it inconsiderate, call it inconsistent, if you like. But I'd like to know what you think. Do you think that this law makes sense to you? Or do you think that indeed it's politically motivated? You think that it's the House of Assembly enabling the government or the governor and not being as objective as they should be, properly and effectively representing the people who sent them to occupy those offices? I'd like to know your thoughts as well. And I'll throw in a few more questions as I go along. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Yeah, good morning.
Honorable Chris, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Let me look at this law. To me, for example, if it happened that I have something, my compound is very big, and I have something that I'm doing, I invited some of it happened that people that honor my occasion come to be some politicians. Do you know that this law will catch up? Maybe one of my daughter having ceremony, or we have something, maybe popular politicians, heavyweight champion came honor that event. It happened that a lot of this law, if you affect everybody.
Yes, it will. It will. It will. Not just politicians or political parties, even individuals, churches, and the likes. It will.
This law,
other business people too.
Not to invite most of the politicians in my private home. You remember what happened in one hotel? They sealed it up because of what?
All right. I hear you. I hear you very well. Okay, the phone lines are 081-174-31021. 081-174-31021. 0705-079-1021. 0705-079-1021. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Yes.
Yeah,
different man. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. The House of Assembly members have proven once again that they are not there for the interests of the people of River State. They are there for, pleasing one man that they seem to be loyal to. Yes, they may call it loyalty. Being loyal to the governor, also being loyal to their party, which is not supposed to be. In a civilized democracy, your loyalty shouldn't be to any other person aside those who have voted you into the office. This law is Onion and is completely anti-people. And those who have passed it, they know. They know that this law is not in the interest of people. What I want to tell them is that today they are in the ruling party, tomorrow they may be in the opposition. And the law of this law may fall on them tomorrow. How are they going to feel? I hope they are not going to call on people to fight for their rights, because they are not going to rise up for their rights. Because they are the people that are inflicting this on people. How can you tell me that people cannot, solicit for vote? They cannot go out to campaign again simply because there is a political party that is ruling the state? Do we want a one-party system in Nigeria? We are in a country that is ethnically
diverse.
We have a lot of ethnic groups. And we cannot afford to have only one political party. You cannot have one political party campaigning.
All
You
right.
should allow other parties the right to campaign and solicit for vote so that we can have options to
All right.
choose the right one that we should vote for.
Thank you. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Hello, good morning, Odi Isaac.
Welcome, Comrade Leighton Barry.
Yeah. As regards to this law that is passed by the River State House of Assembly, I think that the River State House of Assembly does not love the people of River State and does not want peace. Because I see where they are driving at. I don't want to use the word state of emergency because if the people are tired of entertaining all their draconian laws and they decide to put it in a way that it will not be pleasant to them, it has caused for anarchy and problem all over. I also want to say that any government that makes a law that contradicts or contravenes the Constitution of Nigeria, that law will not stand.
All right.
And we are not operating in a society where people are illiterate. You can see a lawyer that was speaking so. He knows what he's saying. He knows his right as a lawyer or the Constitution, what the Constitution of Nigeria says. And I want to advise the police who are going to be following these people front and back to ensure that they perpetuate this evil, to withdraw. Because even the IG has gave a warning as regard to this fact. You can see Senator Magdisa Bay's office.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Your time is up. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, my sir.
Welcome, sir.
Compliments of the season.
Compliments of the season.
And a blessed morning to you.
Thank you so much.
My sister, you see, this, your guest, the lawyer, keeps saying this law will not stand the test of time. Will not stand the test of time. The people who put this law, they put it for a time like this time of election, for them to scare through in their whatsoever, whether, I don't know, to oppress other opposition parties. And by the time you begin to say you are challenging this thing to court, as long as it is here in Rivers State, they will first of all, before they assign a judge to look into that matter, they will first of all dance Makosa, dance a piggy, and before they will dance all these dances, election would have come and gone. And as long as this witchcraft law still remains, I tell you, the truth is that the people, whatever they do now or whatsoever, the thing will not work. Except they say the violence, since the beginning of this state house of assembly and their principal Wike emerged, the people of Rivers State have suffered violence, and the violence are taken by force. So they should find a way to see how they do this, If not, all this story should not stand the test of time.
Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Yeah, good morning, Ivy.
Good morning. Welcome, sir. I can't hear you. What's your name?
My name is Steve Thomas. I'm calling from
All right, go ahead, please.
Ivy, it's unfortunate that what we have here in Rivers State is rubber stamp House of Assembly. What we have here in Rivers, we don't have House of Assembly. What we have here is rubber stamp House of Assembly members and rubber stamp speaker. Busybody governor and notice the governor. That is what we have here in Rivers State. Governor that is operating with impunity here in Rivers State. You can remember vividly 2015. I was stadium that is under construction there. And they want to, I think the PDP want to head this in there. And they said, no, this thing is not ready for you. This busybody governor, notice me governor, went there and carried bulldozer and everything, put all the materials there and dash it out to people for them to hold that campaign there. At the end of the day, with Jonathan's wife, they succeeded. Why is this governor behaving like God in this day? Is he God? Who is here so wicked in this day? That will be teaching that law anyhow. See, you see, all this is, we see something. I think 2019, They are collapsing.
All right.
2023, they should wait. If
All
they
right.
will see something, all
Thank
these
you.
things should be doing.
Okay, thank you. Now, it's one thing for us to be looking at it from a political angle, but have we also looked at it from the business, from the common man who is apolitical, who does not have any political affiliations? For instance, say I live in a GRA. Say my father owns a property in GRA, or my husband owns a property, or it's a family property, and I live there. And then I start to, deliver a service or do something. I want to start up a business, and I don't have money. I don't have money to rent a shop elsewhere, right? But then I open a business, right? I register it with CAC. I open a business account. I get my tax clearance. I start to pay tax to the state or to the federal government or whoever is collecting tax. I start to pay tax. Maybe I even go to RISA and collect permission to have a signage or a signboard that lets people know that, oh, this person is here. I open my Instagram page. I do everything. Publicity-wise to get word out there that I'm delivering a service. I do ads and everything. And then this law comes and says, every business place, every house in the GRA area, residential place that is now used for business should now revert back. It means that I'm being forced to get out of that place. At least my business should be forced to get out of that place. Now, we're not looking at the economic implication, because everything is not politics. Everything is not. So, okay, let's say the church is just starting. The pastor, they never grow rich to go rent place there. And many churches started from where 2 or 3 are gathered. They put a signboard there. It means that, pack your things, so get out. Are we not looking at it from that angle? I'd like to know what you think. 08117 08117431021 and 0705079121. You can send a WhatsApp message to me on 090-59481021. Good. Lost you. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
I'm Comrade Batam, calling from Bowen.
All right, speak up. I'm struggling to hear you.
Yes, I want to speak on this hasty law that the Assembly just passed. It is unfortunate that we elected some person to speak on our behalf in the State Assembly, and when they get there, they will go after the speech of another person. And tomorrow they will go to our various community and be telling us this. We will not accept it this time. If someone has a building, a residential building that you build for residential purpose, then at the end of the day, due to the economy of Rivers State, because nothing is working in the state, you decide to make it a commercial building. Is it a crime? And somebody will sit down and make laws that will not make any positive impact on Rivers State. We will resist it this time. We will resist it.
All right.
It will not happen again. Never.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Officer.
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
Hello. Good morning, Officer. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Fubara Blessing, Ambassador. Welcome. Yes, please. Oh, your line is not clear. Your line is not clear. I'm so sorry, sir. Your line is not clear. Your line is not clear. Please call me back. River State Assembly has brought River State Assembly has brought embarrassment to the state. We know they are rubber stamps, so nothing new. A party that is afraid of election and being labeled meddlesome interlopers all over the court. Very, very soon you see Executive Order 23, 24, and 25. How many jobs has this Governor Wike created? Everything is just politics. He doesn't care about business or the economy of River State. Tell me why won't investors run to Lagos State? This is why military governments have taken over in the past in this country. See how an arm of government, a whole legislature is behaving like this. This is just pure desperation. All right, long comment. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Barrister George.
Barrister George, welcome.
Calling from Morocco.
Go ahead, please.
Yes. I just like to comment. The lawyer in the studio didn't help matter in the way he presented the matter.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes, I think it was overcarried by the issue of the law being targeted at politicians and political activities. The law is very clear. There are 3 categories of land allocation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the government allocates land to people, it allocates land for residential purposes.
Okay.
It allocates land for commercial purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And it also allocates land for industrial purposes.
Okay.
In some instances, they allocate land to commercial cum industrial. Now, when this land allocated, if you convert a residential allocation to a commercial allocation, it's a fundamental breach on the user's clause in that agreement in the CFO. If you have the CFO, take the CFO and look at it. You will see the category for which.
But how many people actually get CFOs? How many people? Lawyer.
No. Every government land that is CFO.
Yes, but how many of these landowners have been given their CFOs? You know that it's not so easy to get your CFO. Some people, what they get is deed of conveyance. It takes a long time sometimes.
These places we are talking about the urban areas. We're not talking about the rural areas.
Okay.
The urban areas, we are talking about the GRA. We are talking about the townhouses and all those. There is no land there. 99% of the properties that are all covered under CFO.
Yes.
These agreements are there. So if you convert, you need government permission.
Right.
To allow you convert from residential to commercial.
Good question. Good points that you've just raised. But again, I asked this question. The comment credited to the Speaker of the House of Assembly saying all those houses that have been converted to commercial should now immediately revert. Does it take away their option and their chance of getting approval to continue as commercial buildings? That's what I'm asking.
Good. Now, what it means to be immediately resolved is that you need to, the law provides for permission, application for permission.
Right. The law does it?
Yes. Because you apply. Like when you apply to the government, and then you take it from that point.
But don't you think that the timing is wrong for this law?
I agree, totally. I agree with you that the timing of the law is wrong.
Because it'll frustrate a lot of parties. It will.
I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you that the timing is wrong. But let me also say...
And don't you also think that the timing is malicious, not just wrong? It could also be malicious. Don't you interpret it as malicious?
Yes, it could be seen to be malicious because of the timing when the law was made. But let me say this. There is no timing as to when a law should be made. A law will be made when the need arises.
Right.
And the need for this law is the season. The littering of posters and bills and all those things is the season. I'm not justifying the government. I'm not justifying the House of Assembly.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying the executive arm of government. No. Please, whatever the government is doing, let it have human faith.
All right.
Let it have human faith.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Let us put things the way they are.
Thank you so much, Barrister George. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. Okay, and that's that. I'll take one last call, and that will be it. Good morning, Super FM Port Harcourt. Please keep your comment.
I think I'm supposed to be the last call.
Comrade Jude, very short, straight to the point.
I've been busy in offices, but I have been following up the program this morning. Let me quickly say that this executive, these are bills being gazetted by Rivers Assembly is a waste of time, a waste of resources. You know why I say this?
Go ahead.
The governor is trying to play smart on the judiciary. The Human Rights Commission gave order 7 days of reform, or they will sue the United Government report. Luckily, APC have taken the matter to court, and they are putting first sitting before to submit their credit. The governor now immediately took this matter to the Assembly.
All right.
So the whole thing will be just acknowledged by the judge that Rivers State government has put into law.
All right. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time. This comment here says the executive orders are anti-people law, and this law will hunt both small and big. This law, to my own personal opinion, is the law is satanic. Nigerian constitution lack reason,
Okay, I'm not quite getting it, but I thank you for your comment. Obiavi, Lagos State is an APC state, just like Rivers State is a PDP state. Of course, Lagos government also done so much, just as Rivers State government. It doesn't take one day for Lagos to give approval for other parties to campaign. Why is Rivers State different? Since the PDP already proposed to have work that should speak, why not give others equal opportunity? The lawmakers should emulate good modalities of governance from Lagos. Lekia, thank you very much for your comment. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined the conversation today. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. And again, let every law have human face. It's just like the barrister George has said. Let it have human face. Let's look at the big picture every single time. Let's look at the big picture. We're still struggling as a people. Rivers State still ranks number 1 or number 2 when it comes to unemployment, according to the NBC and different other bodies that do take these statistics. Let's look at how it will affect both business people. Everything is not politics. Everything should not have a political logo attached to it. But go and get your permanent voters cards. INEC has said don't wait until there's a rush. Don't wait until the last day to go get your PVCs. They're open 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Sunday, beginning from yesterday, and will terminate on the 22nd of January next year. Up next is Word Alive with Reverend Ray. Drink a lot of water, mind your business. Join me again tomorrow. I'll find my winners of the airtime and I will send their credit to them. Thank you. Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt. Please don't go anywhere.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Super Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Super Christmas from all of us on Super FM.
Welcome to Word Alive with Reverend Ray Okocha. In today's episode, Reverend Ray brings truth from God's Word to you that will change your life forever. Please stay tuned as we go